city of Kiowa Island in South Carolina is an incredibly beautiful place to be. Just take a look at some of these photographs. I mean, for instance, look at this stunning beach, sections of beach that you'll be able to go swimming along, golf course right next door. And what's more, the beaches have obviously been set up for beachgoers to be able to enjoy deer coming walking down onto the beach while you're there. An absolutely stunning place to be. However, it does have one thing that is not in its favor whatsoever, and that is, if you happen to be a triathlete, they have the weirdest of town ordinances, ordinance number 16-815, which is a power to recall swimmers. And the section reads as follows. Just have a look here. The duly appointed code enforcement officers of the town shall have the power and the authority to call from the waters adjoining the beach any person who, in their discretion, now we're talking about the police officers, in the police officers' sole discretion, shall be in danger of drowning or becoming imperiled, or may imperil the safety of others, or when the condition of wind, water, weather, or any other hazard, whether the physical and mental condition of the person in the water shall be such as to constitute a danger to the health, life, or safety of that person or any rescue personnel or other persons within the waters. So in other words, if you as a swimmer triathlon swimmer training for Ironman are swimming in the water and a police officer walks past, and that police officer decides that if you get into difficulty in the water, them swimming out to rescue you can be a danger to themselves, then at their sole discretion they can decide that you are in violation of this ordinance and record you from the water and issue you with a citation. And if you think that this is impossible, it can't possibly happen, think again. I've blacked out the name of the Ironman athlete that was involved here, but just take a look here. Citation from the town of Kiowa Island, South Carolina, issued to him, and the violation of ordinance number 16-815, and it's the description of the audience: the power to recall an excessively fit swimmer. So in other words, a policeman standing on the shore, which in this case was a guy by the name of Edward Simmons, the policeman standing on the shore had recognized that the Ironman athlete out in the water was an excessively fit swimmer, and realized that should this excessively fit swimmer get into any difficulties whatsoever, the police officer would not be able to rescue him without getting into trouble himself. Therefore, he called the athlete out of the water and issued him with a citation. And to make life even better, 16-816 is obviously now with the citation. This Ironman athlete has to go and defend himself in court, and should the any person who violates the provision mentioned above will be guilty of a misdemeanor, and upon conviction must be fined not less than $25, which the amount is irrelevant here. But what we've got here is an Ironman athlete getting called out of the water simply because the police officer on the shore realized that to be able to get to the athlete if they happen to get into trouble would mean that that police officer would be getting into physical difficulties because the police officer can't swim so well. The fact that the Ironman athlete in the water had a bright colored swim cap, had swim goggles, and was wearing a wetsuit, which would mean that he would float if he got into any difficulties, is totally irrelevant. But in the comment section down below, post your comments of what you think about this ordinance number 16-815? And what would you do if you were issued with a citation that calls you an excessively fit swimmer? Post your comments down below. Let me know. And also, while you are down below there, remember to like, share, subscribe. And until we meet again, stay carved up for the win. And I'll see you next time. Cheers.